Hi, welcome to Dad Talk Network. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Today I'm back in the kitchen with my wife Tracy. So Tracy, what are we cooking today?
Today we're making a Cornish hen dinner. This Cornish hen is delicious with Cajun seasoning. And the side dish for this is sauteed Brussels sprouts and twice baked potatoes. A quick rendition of twice baked potatoes. You'll love it.
My twice baked potatoes. This is a quick rendition of the twice baked potatoes, and where I'm using a steam bag potato, which will constitute the first bake, and then the second bake will go in the oven on a cookie sheet. So here I have a steam bag of yellow potato. You can use any type of potato you want to do this twice bake, quick twice bake potato. I have the yellow steam bag. You can do the red, you can do sweet potato steam, you can do any type of potato in the steam bag. So you'll cook this to direction. It's about 8.5 to 9 minutes in the microwave, faced up this side up, the back side up into the microwave, and it will steam the potatoes nicely. Once it steams, you'll remove the potatoes from the bag and cut them in half, each potato in half long ways. Once the potatoes are cut, you'll place them into a freezer bag. You'll put in, really it's salt, pepper, garlic, and parsley to taste. I have here about 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, a tablespoon of pepper, and a tablespoon of parsley here. But of course you season to taste. And I have a quarter cup of olive oil and a stick of butter melted. I'll put the steamed potatoes, cut steamed potatoes, in the bag with all the ingredients and mix, and I'll place on a cookie sheet. Now that my potatoes are steamed, I'm going to cut the bag open carefully because it is hot. And there you have the steamed potatoes that I will cut in half and place into the freezer bag. Here I have the steamed potatoes cut in half inside of the Ziploc bag. Here I will add the seasoning, the salt, pepper, garlic, and parsley that I measured out. I'll add a quarter cup of olive oil. And 1 stick of butter that I melted in the microwave. I'll close and seal the bag. Shake and place into. So now that I have the potatoes in the bag, I've mixed the potatoes with the butter, the olive oil, and the seasoning. I have a cookie sheet that's lined with aluminum foil, and I will dump the bag of potatoes make sure they're not crowding one another. And the butter that's on here, spread some of that seasoning around there, will give this twice baked potato a nice crispy outer layer when it bakes up in the oven or roast. So I'm going to put this in the oven at 425, let it roast for about 20 minutes or until golden brown and crispy. I'm going to place potatoes in the oven and let it bake for roast for about 20 minutes or until golden brown. A saucepan, I'm making sauteed Brussels sprouts in a seasoning that has garlic, salt, pepper, and parsley to taste. Here I do have a couple of tablespoons of garlic, a teaspoon of salt, tablespoon of pepper, and a tablespoon of parsley here. However, I do caution for you to season at your taste. Put a cup of olive oil. And my pan was already hot, so the Brussels sprouts meat that I cut in half. I will begin to add my salt, pepper, garlic, and parsley. Good stir. So I had this on high heat. What I'll do is I'll turn this down to more of a medium heat. Also sprouts are sauteing nicely, a nice gentle saute. Beautiful color. And towards the end, I add about a half a stick of butter. And let that melt. Cover it back up. And turn out the heat and let the butter melt amongst the Brussels sprouts. And this should be ready to serve. I have 4 Cornish hens here. So what I'll do first is baste them with some olive oil. It's important to baste them with some form of oil, whether it's butter or olive oil, because while it's roasting or air frying in the oven, it will have a nice crispy outer skin or layer. So first I'll start by flipping them over on there. I'll brush them with the oil, just so that I'm not handling them as much, because you know this is handling meat. Give them a good base with the olive oil. Plenty of Cajun seasoning. There's never too much Cajun seasoning when it comes to these Cajun Cornish hens. And a sprinkle of sea salt. Flip them over. Baste the top. Careful with this Cajun seasoning. Sprinkle with some sea salt. So once you have everything seasoned, you go over to your roasting pan. You can use a baking dish if you don't have a roaster that has the 2 pieces where the drippings can drip at the bottom. I prefer using this type of pan. But give it a generous spray with Pam or baste with an oil so that your hens don't stick. Place your hens onto the roaster. You'll put it in the oven. I use convection at 425. You can use an air fryer. I'll place it in my convection oven. These will cook about an hour to hour and 15 minutes. They should be nice and crispy, almost a air fried or a fried texture to it with having that olive oil basted on there. So while my potatoes are still twice baked, roasting and baking, I'm going to place my hens in the center rack in the center of the oven. I'll let them cook about an hour to an hour, 15 minutes, or until golden, crispy outer layer. I'm going to remove my twice baked potato. Here, as you can see, they have a nice crispy outer rim and layer. That butter allows that to happen in the oven while roasting. So these will get served up with my Cornish hens. The Cornish hens are done. And they have a nice crispy outer layer. Ready for serving. So I cut the hen in half.
So now the taste test.
Chicken's good.
There we go. Can't wait to finish this. As always, thank you for watching Dad Talk Network in the series of Back in the Kitchen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Stay tuned for a new episode coming soon.